Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Massey. This is Real Circle. Welcome back. This is where we talk about real stuff in real estate. Libby's here with me today, and I'm excited for today's episode. We're going to be talking about lead generation, which is huge in real estate. All of our business is pretty much coming from leads, lots of different ways. So, we're going to dive into a few different types of leads that have worked for me, that I've tried, that I liked, that I didn't. Hopefully, some of my insight will be able to help you in your career and find a lead generation that works best for you. The first step is buying leads. Buying leads, in my opinion, we definitely have to be in a market that buying leads is working. I've been in real estate for 8 years, and I would say the time to buy leads was about 3 to 4 years ago. Pretty much when the market was really hot, moving fast, lots of agents were busy, buyers wanted to look at houses that day. I was getting so many leads by Zillow, Homes, Realtor.com, all of those good things that I was paying for. My phone rang off the hook, and it definitely paid off. Buying leads you have to be careful with though, because as we transitioned into a slower market, we definitely had to reevaluate the amount that we were spending versus the amount that the leads were bringing us. And I have since cut back on as many leads as I used to pay for, probably more so because, again, the market that we're in, our buyers are no longer aggressive, they're no longer needing immediate assistance. And so it's slowed down in a way that it's still good. I definitely do have some avenues that I still pay for, which helps move things along. But typically, those buyers are going to need a little bit more work. Maybe they are just starting out, they're not even pre-qualified, they're just someone on their phone who found a home who wants to maybe look at it or ask some questions. Usually, with those first conversations I have with the people that I get from the leads, it's a lengthy conversation. Usually they tell me what they want. They usually also are not quite ready to buy, whether they're thinking about making the move or they're waiting on some investments. Lately, a lot of my leads that I've been paying for are coming with buyers that just aren't quite ready. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't put in the time and the effort and give them direction to move forward and help them eventually, but it's certainly not the same lead generation results that we were getting back in COVID. That's when things were absolutely bonkers. Paying for leads was definitely paying off, and it worked. At that time, that was a great lead generator. The second one that I do like for leads is farming neighborhoods. I in particular, I like to work in areas that I am very familiar with, neighborhoods that I've walked through, 8, 10, even sometimes 15 houses in the exact same neighborhood. I can point across the street and tell you what the floor plan is. I can point this way and tell you exactly what that house sold for. So I'm a big fan of farming certain neighborhoods. It just comes down to you picking which neighborhood you like, which one you want to work in, the reasons why, and then working that neighborhood. And working that neighborhood can look like many different scenarios. It can be mailers specific to that neighborhood for every month. I do and have done that. I love my mailers. I love picking my neighborhoods and my zip codes and sending my mailers. I feel like putting my face and my information in front of the same people over and over has helped me get some leads. Another one is door knocking. I'm sure if you're an agent, you know all about pop buys and the importance of them and how much people appreciate them. This goes back to getting belly to belly, face to face with people, being real, talking to them. That's what door knocking does, which sometimes can be hard, I feel like, because of ring cameras and gates and all those things. But if you do get presented that opportunity to actually talk to someone in person, sometimes it can be huge. Definitely have seen the benefits of door knocking. The other one for farming a neighborhood would be your FSBOs and your expired. So I have a couple neighborhood zip codes that I look at daily, every day. I know if the listings have canceled, if the listings have closed, if they've gone pending, if they have expired. I'm right on top of it, seeing if I can step in. So being aware of a neighborhood and putting in a lot of effort. It definitely takes a lot to farm a neighborhood, but many times, like I said, the repetition of that neighborhood and those individuals seeing you can pay off and give you some great leads. The other one would obviously be your reviews. So leads can certainly come from reviews, come from word of mouth. That was probably, if I had to pick one lead generation that has brought me the most business, it would certainly be my reviews and my referrals, because referrals are amazing. I love referrals. It's this like give back that I actually get to see, where all my hard work and all my time of someone that I've put into has actually appreciated my work and then referred me to someone else. So that's definitely my favorite lead generation that I do for my business. And obviously, that comes with time, that comes with work that is done correctly and appreciated, but it does come. Sometimes I am just surprised and shocked when I get a call from someone who I've never met and they say, oh, such and such referred me. And I worked with that person 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But it means the world to me. I love to hear that. So those are some lead generations that I think are definitely beneficial in our realm in real estate. I think they're all important. And I think it's also important to have more than one. I certainly am reaching out all different avenues. Those are some that work for me. You might have some. If you do, comment, let me know. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. And I hope you enjoyed these tips. We'll see you next time on Real Circle.